day 3 of the chicken tractor build. This is where we left it yesterday. We ended up making the structure for the door because, well, you need a door. But today, where these hash marks are, they go all the way down. Or I'm actually going to put those guys, purlins, on, and then eventually we have some old barn tin that we're going to just put a roof on it. But story of David. David's off getting his stones, and he comes back. And again, like, I don't know what's going through the whole Israelite army. Like, here's David, doesn't look like a warrior, doesn't have a warrior's armor on. He's got a little pouch with some stones in it. It's got a sling. I think it doesn't say he has a stick, because Goliath ends up calling him a dog. Like, what am I, a dog that you come at me with a stick? I don't know if it's a shepherd's crook or not. Who knows? He definitely doesn't look like the warrior type that's about to take down a Goliath, for sure. And I can still, man, this is either going to be really good or it's going to go really bad, and we'll know here momentarily. I guess, you know, as the fight ensues and the taunting ensues, and Goliath is just standing there and he's just constantly berating the Lord of Israel and saying how his gods are going to beat the God of Israel. And yeah, I mean, that's what David went after Goliath with, right? And the power and the strength of the Lord. Like, he had confidence that, like, you're not going to defy the God of Israel, and I'm going to prove it. But if you're an Israelite standing in that army, you're like, I don't know if that guy's got the chutzpah to do it. But anyway, enough of that. We're going to make some purlins and screw those in with some self-tapping screws, which, by the way, are about only good for one side of this pipe, and then after that the tip seems to break off. Just can't find good material anymore, I'll tell you what. Alright, let's get after it. Let's start with this one since it'll be the hardest. Oh man, these are barely gonna make it through. Should have got longer ones. How's that? Oh, that'll hold. Massive windstorm. I don't know. Could wake up to roof being blown off. Alright, so that's about there. Oh, okay. Plenty's in there. Plenty. I don't think you're going to stay in that spot, because I think as soon as I start drilling, you're going down. But enjoy the ride. Ooh, told ya. Is it raining? Bro, you stink like a wet dog. We have these wheels that swivel. We thought, it might be nice to put them on the front. But there's really nowhere to mount these. So I was trying to figure out how to come up with a place to mount them. Back has wheels, you can see it down. That's the back wheel over there. So I was trying to figure out how do we mount this to where the tire doesn't hit, you know, clears the 2x4s and all that fun stuff, but yet is the same height as back there. Well, we figured out the height and already did one. So that's how it turned out, which isn't too bad. So there's a little 3-inch spacer here. I had to put another board back here. Put a 3-inch spacer. Brought this board out 11.5 inches so that the wheel would clear this board. Use this gusset bracket here, and then sandwiched it in here. And it seems to, I think it's going to clear. So we're just going to go do the same over there. 5.5 inches from this edge. Okay, there it is. Certainly clears this board. Ooh, look at that. Should probably back those out, huh? And clears that over there. That's where the original rope is supposed to go. I don't think I'm going to put it there. Or change it. Probably cut those off. I don't know what we'll do with those yet, but this could work. I guess the real moment of truth is what's this going to do if we actually remove these out of here and let it take weight, because it's not taking weight yet. What a mess! Alright, the back tires are not secured yet, but definitely movable. This is what we did. We got all these purlins on, self-tap through. I drilled through these cedar purlins, then self-tapped into the conduit. We did 1, 2, 3. Like I said, we have some old tin up on the other side of the property. I'll go get that. We'll put the roof on. Yeah, but overall, I think it's turning out pretty good. It is a chicken tractor. I think it'll house chickens. My wheels came out alright. Better than I expected, I guess. I suppose it's probably what the Israelites were thinking. David comes back after getting his stones, and it says he ran out to meet Goliath. Like, there's no fear in David. Like, he just ran out after a 9.5-foot tall guy who had a massive sword and a spear and all that other wonderful fun stuff that he had, armor. And David runs out and he just launches a rock in his slingshot and clocks him right in the forehead, and it drops him. Like, I do wonder though, what was Israel thinking, like, as David's running out? Still not too sure about this little guy, but look at the gusto he's got. Go, man, go! I have no idea what they were thinking. But David drops Goliath and then continues running after Goliath and stands over and picks up his sword and cuts off his head. It's pretty graphic. It's pretty violent. Why do we teach this to our children? Why do we teach this story to our children? Like, oh, David and Goliath. Yeah, David, defeats the giant. No, David cuts his head off. Anyway, the Israelites pursue the Philistines because they get scared and they run off. They come back, and Scripture says that David, for whatever reason, takes his head back to Jerusalem. I don't know. Whatever happened to his head? I'm wondering. I don't know. I have lots of questions with that story. But I guess the main point is, one, I don't know. Don't curse the God of Israel. That's one thing. Two, help comes in the least likely. I don't know what you would seem as least likely. Israel didn't think that David could do it. He was the least likely character to actually defeat Goliath, yet he does. So who knows where your help's going to come from or what it's going to look like. We know that the help comes from the Lord. But what it physically shows up as, who knows? I have no idea. Just know that God's got it. And that, you can have confidence in the Lord like David did. No matter how big that fear or that foe is that you're facing, with the Lord, he can be conquered. He can be overcome. I won't go there, but just like this chicken tractor. I wasn't fruitful with this chicken tractor. But I will be glad when it's done, because I have to build another one. Yep, but stay tuned, because I got to put tin on this thing. So I think that might be it for day 3.